Konnichiwa, welcome to the Uzumaki Garage. If you make your car maintenance jobs easy or fun, you're more likely to get them done when they're due. Today's job on the Evo Wagon was mainly to change the transmission oil, but it's going to be more than that. I think today's video is going to be a good one, so stick with me. And at the end, I'm doing another What's in the Box segment. That's where one of my subscribers has sent something to my post office box to say thanks. I've got no idea what today's item is, so I guess we'll find out together. To make today's job easy and less messy, I need a special tool. So I'm making an Uzumaki Garage transmission or diff oil transfer pump that's powered by compressed air, and I'm going to put it straight to work. But first I'm going for a drive to warm up the oil, as it drains better when it's hot. I'm in the capital city of Australia. Some people call it the bush capital, as there's lots of parks and undeveloped land here, and lots of kangaroos. So let's go for a drive. While the transmission oil is draining, I'll make the air-powered oil transfer pump. I'm starting with a 1 litre weed sprayer bottle that cost about $5. I've already removed the tiny strainer on the suction pipe and the fine spray nozzle. Sometimes they work, but they're also a bit hit and miss. The triggers often fail, so I'll put a hose clamp on it eventually to keep it in the on position. I'll be using some clear 10mm PVC pipe and soften the ends with hot water. I'm using some brake cleaner to remove the old gearbox oil from the pump. I'm attaching the clear PVC pipe to the nozzle after removing the fine sprayer tip and O-ring, and secure it with a hose clamp. I'm adding a 1/4 inch ball valve to the hose and 3/8 of an inch brass fittings. The ball valve is going to stop oil from flowing back out of the transmission while I'm refilling the bottle. I'm using a small length of 10mm inside diameter air safety hose between the ball valve and the transmission's drain plug hole. The fitting on that end is an M18 1.5 male with a 3/8 of an inch tail. This fitting isn't under pressure, so I don't need a hose clamp on it. I'm installing a tyre valve fitting to pressurise the bottle. as I don't want to rely on the internal pump. This is a fancy one made by Rays in Japan. After marking out the spot, I'm drilling a small pilot hole, enlarging the hole to 10mm, and now I'm enlarging it again to 11.5mm. Washing the bottle with kerosene and drying it with compressed air. Through the opening in the bottle, I'm just using a flathead screwdriver to hold the fitting while I tighten the nut on the front. I'm checking for leaks now, using a bike pump to pressurise the bottle. And now I'm going to use it to refill the transmission with oil. Close the ball valve, refill the bottle with oil, and repeat. As I'm filling the transmission through the lower drain hole, I can keep pumping oil in until it flows out of the upper filler hole. Then I remove the hose, replace the oil drain plug quickly. Then I top up the transmission through the upper filler hole with a plain PVC tube wrapped in a rag. I make sure I've tightened the drain and filler plugs. Then I spray and wipe with brake cleaner. And after a test drive, I top up the oil again. It's better to overfill a bit. Well, that turned out really well. The new oil filler pump works great, but I need something for it to sit in so it doesn't fall over when it's getting low on oil, and to contain spills when I'm refilling it. Obviously, if the car was on a hoist, this job would have been easier, but using the low ramps worked okay, even though it was a bit awkward with the lights and cameras in the way. If you were wondering about the previous episode where I changed the car's thermostat, well, the good news is the coolant temp stayed close to 88 degrees Celsius for the driving sequence at the beginning. But on the way home, the engine wasn't happy. I was getting zero boost and the air-fuel ratio was stuck on 19:1. The exhaust pipe tips still look rich and black, so I'm guessing the wideband sensor has failed. Maybe the car didn't like sitting in storage for so long. I need to look into that. A few days ago, I received a parcel from my subscriber Danny. I've got no idea what's inside it, but let's take a look. Wow, awesome. A care package, COVID care package. Some black ice. Got a new car, actually smells like someone's been smoking in it, so hopefully this can help. Cable ties, awesome. I don't have any long cable ties like this. I've got plenty of short ones, but no long ones. Awesome, thank you Danny. And some new gloves, awesome. My old ones smell like engine oil, so that's awesome. And some leather gloves. I need these for when I'm working on the bench grinder, especially with the wire wheel. You don't want to be touching the wire wheel. These look much appreciated. Safety glasses and glasses wipes. Nice. Assortment of earplugs. Overwhelmed. Brake cleaner. I use a lot of brake cleaner. Awesome. Black gloves. Now the reason why this is good is because Very timely. I got no gloves left. Thanks. And finally, disposable masks. We all know how much we need these, especially if we want to leave the workshop, or use them in the workshop, or go to the shops. You need a mask. Thank you so much, Denny. That was awesome. Like, everything there is, I'll be able to use, and much appreciated. And if anyone else feels inspired now by sending a little care package, it doesn't have to be like that. You can send me like a sticker or something, and I'll add it to the next unboxing video. And finally, thanks for watching. And once again, thanks, Denny. Here's a hug. Cheers, mate.